video, mic check.
Mic check for Psi 1.
We hear you, Psi 1. Thank you.
What? Hello, hello. Can you hear me? What? Oh yeah, we're ready. Yeah, exactly.
Hello, everyone, and greetings from shore.
Greetings.
We're very excited to see the vehicles getting in the water, getting ready to launch. Very exciting. This will be our 9th and final dive of our cruise. And we're very excited. We're exploring in Gray's Canyon, north rim of the canyon, which is a really interesting area. It's outside Olympic Coast National Marine Sanctuary.
Sorry.
It is an important area for the Quinault Indian Nation in particular. It's part of their usual and accustomed harvest areas. And the Quinault Indian Nation is one of 4 coastal treaty tribes that have lived along the Olympic coast since time immemorial. I invite you to explore a little bit more about the Quinault Indian Nation by visiting their website at quinaultindiannation.com. Quinault is spelled Quinault. And also just wanted to send a shout out to the Chitwins from Tohola School in Tohola, Washington, which is the village that's really at the heart of the Quinault Indian Nation. Also wanted to welcome all of the students who are involved in the Olympic Peninsula Mate competitions. This is a great program where students get to problem solve and work together to develop and build and operate remotely operated vehicles. It's a really neat program, so I wanted to send a shout out to all those kids involved in the program here on the Olympic Peninsula. I'm hoping that many of you were watching yesterday when you saw our expert pilots maneuver out of a very sticky situation. We'll talk a little bit more about that during this dive, I think.
If I pair it after, it's already blinking, not before. That's mission critical. Yep.
Abby, are you on SPL now?
Hi, Jenny. Yep, I'm here. Good afternoon,
Fantastic.
everyone.
We're going to actually be a little bit quiet until all of the front row team has told us that they are ready for us to get going. So
Sounds good.
stand by, please, for launch.
The depth's 444, shallow. 444 meters. 444. Yeah. I know. That's it. The universal sign. It's abstract.
Yeah, that's a cool mask.
Okay.
Hey, Ben, is that you I'm hearing on SPL?
Yeah, I'm here.
Wonderful. Would you, when you guys are ready, would you kick it off for introducing the front row team, please?
Yeah, I think we're all ready up
When you're
here.
ready.
No, we're definitely
Okay.
ready. Yeah, I'm Ben Grassian, and I'm the yeah, I'm the sorry, I'm the navigator and mapper. Sorry, we had one last command to give actually. Do you guys want to do your intros? You want to give
They're
an
not on
intro now?
SPL.
Dan can hear you.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dan, and I'm sitting in the Herc pilot chair.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Michael. I am going to be co-piloting and dealing with Argus.
Hello, everybody. This is Marley on video.
Hey, everybody. Who's
I'll-
our data logger today?
They're not in yet. Data logger is going to be Nicole in a second when she gets back up from the deck. And then Andrew is still downstairs processing samples. So this is Leela, and I'm going to be leading the dive section, or the seep section of the dive, sorry.
Awesome.
Leela, you've been
Thanks,
upgraded.
Leela.
I've upgraded temporarily. Chief scientist.
Fantastic. Well, we're so excited to have you in addition to myself. My name is Jenny Waddell. I'm research coordinator at Olympic Coast National Marine Sanctuary. And I'd like to also have Abby introduce herself, please.
Hi everyone, I'm Abby on Site 2 today. I'm a contractor at the Northwest Fisheries Science Centre. I normally work with the AUV team out there. My background is sponges, so I'll be looking out for those today.
So one of the things that's happening this year as a result of the global pandemic is that there are fewer staff aboard the ship and fewer science staff. So in some ways, it's actually working out well because for this dive, instead of just having 2 people that can help guide you through this journey, we have 3. So it's really exciting because this is a joint dive. The SEEP team and the coral and sponge team have teamed up for this 9th and final dive, and we'll be exploring some SEEP habitats that are adjacent to this North Canyon rim for Gray's Canyon. This is an important area for a lot of reasons, and it's quite productive. It's also a little bit scary because there is the possibility that we may find some fishing gear. So we're going to be extra careful. We're going to do fewer transects on the steep areas where we don't have good visibility and really be more in exploratory mode. So this will be a really fun dive, and I'm excited. Abby, what are you most excited to see about this dive?
Well, Jenny, I'm really excited to be coming back to this site because, as you know, we have visited Gray's Canyon a few times, but so far mostly explored the top of the canyon, so the upper edges, which have some enormous glass sponges. One of the aims of the last study that we were doing in this area was to find out if some of these big sponges were forming glass sponge reefs, similar to the ones you get further north, and we sort of using a combination of sub-bottom profiling, looking at the species present, and you see also imagery collected by Hercules and the Northwest Fisheries Science Center AUV Popoki. We were able to kind of get a clearer picture of what was going on and work out that it's more that there's some interesting topography going on the top of the canyon, but it's not formed by sponges, but you have these kind of rocky outcrops and boulders, which just provide this amazing habitat for these huge glass sponges. So it's more like a sponge garden going on at the top there. But we haven't been to explore further down in the canyon, which I think is at least where we're going to be starting out today. So I'm pretty excited just to see what's down there. We have a few species that we're going to be looking out for in particular. There's a little orange sponge, which is a new species of Acarnus that we would like to find again. And there's also an encrusting sponge too that we saw a lot on the AUV and ROV imagery, but we weren't able to sample last time. So I'm going to be looking out for that one as well. So lots to look forward to.
And Leela, tell us about what you'll be looking for at the SEEP site, please.
Sure. Well, we don't really know what kind of a seep we're about to find. We've, over the past 2 seep dives, come to very different seep sites. The last one we were at was pretty new and pretty young, and then the one we were at before that was covered in really huge carbonate boulders, like a carbonate mountain, basically. So that one was very old and later in its life. So we are not sure what we're going to come to now, but there are lots of different things that we're hoping to get out of the samples that we collect, which will primarily be sediment cores. But we're trying to kind of characterize the microbial community, also look for unique compounds, natural products that might be important or valuable biopharmaceutically. And we're looking for rare earth elements. That is another potential blue economy source that would, be used potentially as a reservoir of rare earth elements for technology, things like that. What else we got? We're looking for the macrofauna in the sediment, and we're also characterizing the geochemistry, so methane, sulfate, things like that. So we're getting a lot of things out of the different cores that we collect.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll be able to conduct a quantitative transect over the SEEP area as well, so that we can better quantify the contribution of SEEPs to the surrounding area and compare that with some of the other work that's happening along the West Coast.
Yeah.
So that'll be pretty exciting as well.
Yes.
We actually already have something to celebrate. Nautilus has been busy mapping in this area, doing a little bit of scoping and mapping with their sophisticated mapping system. And if you look at the quad view, for those folks viewing at home, you'll see the new mapping data for this ridge, and you'll see why this escarpment is really interesting. There's a lot of roughness and rugosity, lots of steep vertical slopes that we hope will have some hard bottom habitats where deep sea corals and sponges can thrive. One thing I just wanted to note, the safety of the vehicles and the staff on board is always of paramount. We always want to make sure that safety is the first consideration. So if we stop talking or are interrupted, it's perfectly fine. We, as a general rule, yield to the pilots because they have very important jobs that require coordination and communication. Somebody's having fun with the manipulator arm up there. Are you guys just practicing your dexterity? Are you testing a system?
Trying to get this rope out of view.
Yeah, it's a little bit long on the weight.
Nimble Dan, just doing his exercises.
Delicate Dan.
Delicate Dan.
Delicate Dan.
I thought maybe you were testing the arm or something.
Yeah, can you see if you can hone that in more?
Better.
Yeah.
And what are the
Just-
weights there for?
Those are used for ballasting the vehicle. If we pick up anything too heavy, like a rock, then we'll need to release it.
They're Alvin drop weights.
Speaking of that rugosity, we are coming down pilots on a steeper slope, so we'll have to sort that all out and get facing roughly north-northwest when we get settled.
I'll be uphill of Argus there, will I?
You'll be kind of lateral or along contour here. Slopes up this way.
So I want to be on the north side, northeast side, where we are now. Is that what
Roughly
you're saying?
north side will put you upslope.
Copy that.
And we're approaching 100 meters off deck, according to that weak
Copy, copy, 100 meters.
sub-bottom signal.
So was I right or was I wrong? I got information from several sources, none of it the whiteboard.
Yeah, no,
last
this
dive?
is a 12-hour dive, and then it'll be the final.
The last hurrah.
It's 12?
Sorry, I believe so, right? 12 to 12?
Noon to midnight, yep. They told us we had to be on deck at midnight for the transit to Astoria, so we're gonna try and max it out here.
Totally. This is when we cowboy up for the last dive of the cruise.
The video, I think we're focused on the cores. We could shift the focus.
Yeah, just a second. Oh, yeah.
There we go. Thank you.
Lots of particulate matter.
Yeah.
Be very muddy, I think.
I
Well,
think
this
it's because
is
it's
what
That was
we
a
were
that was a
finding.
ghost.
No, that was real.
No, that was real. I just
Change the
switched
Just change the
ranges.
yeah. So what
change the range.
the reason I think it's wide, Michael, is I think it's because it's steep. So your sub bottom, as you know, goes out in a beam, so it's picking up high and low. Yeah, that's my theory on it.
Well,
But there's terrain coming up. Yeah.
Mr. Mezzotech might lie about its heading, but
Often.
Is it not set properly?
No, it's good.
Okay.
that's what we want to see. See the slope coming in Argus, and
Not under.
Herc's on the east side, so we're uphill.
Right.
Must be steep here because we're no
I believe it is. Yeah.
ROV altitude yet.
Is there like a speaker on or something?
Let's go manual there and let me get 20 meters below you.
That's a firm.
Looks like we're within about 100 meters, maybe 80 meters of our target depth. Is that about right?
Yeah, we're pinging Herc 40 meters off the deck finally. This must be steep because we didn't get
Ooh, a shark.
Oh,
Shark.
man, I missed
Oh,
it.
missed it.
Quick, rewind.
Spider bar.
we have sonar
A great
returns
new
in Argus.
feature. Great new feature of the Nautilus website is that 12-hour slider bar. Also, just wanted to share that we have a new highlight reel posted thanks to the hard work of the onshore staff. Folks can see some of the highlights from the dives that we've had so far in this cruise. As I mentioned, we've had to make some adjustments this year to the expedition schedule and how everything is set up. And one of the things I really miss is actually getting the chats and shout outs from all the folks that are moderated through the Science Communication Fellows. I love being able to send a shout out to our explorers from around the
20
world,
meters.
hearing from kids, hearing from locals. Always really fun to have that coming in. We did get a message that one of the teachers from Tahola School sent a shout out to us yesterday. So right back at you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Hello to all those young explorers out there.
Come all stop.
Following along.
Got some siphonophores whizzing
That's a friend.
past.
Coming.
Yeah, you know,
Oh,
we've been kicking up a lot of sediment from the bottom, and it occurs to me that it's just millions and millions of years of accumulation of this marine snow.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're just about 20 meters out on Argus sonar. Mezzo.
As our viewers know by now, anytime you kick up that sediment, hope you're hoping for high current to whisk it away so you can see again.
This is an audio slate for dive number 1822. UTC time is 19:31:40. Mark.
There we go.
Yay, on bottom. Wow, spongies.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Off the bat.
Abby.
Straight into it.
Oh, wonderful.
Wow.
This is what we were
Yesterday was
hoping
intense.
for.
Yep. You see, are they crinoids hanging off the rock? It's a glass sponge there with 2 feather stars attached. If we could find a seep rich in sponges as well, that would be even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Table
So we
fish.
will be in exploratory mode for most of the high slope areas. So don't be shy, Abby, about requesting zooms and sampling. Just try and be
Fab.
early so we don't
Yeah.
And I'll set you up.
send
That's
the
the thing,
ship
it's
into a tizzy.
Yes, peering at the screen, trying to work out if it's something worthwhile
Find
zooming on, but you don't want to leave it too late.
Is that huge one a header cone?
That is a
That's
hedgehog, yep.
massive.
All covered in feather stars.
Yeah.
So it's called, it's interesting to see they're down here as well, because definitely on the tops, on the edges of the canyon,
Looks like Argus has come back towards the ship a
there's
bit
these
just
sort of
from attention.
not very high relief, but
Yeah,
exposed
not really
ridges
turned
that are
around.
sort of 1